Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And I'm basically coming back to you guys after a very long and hectic day of running around trying to get a PCR test because we were told as we arrived at the airport on the day of our departure that we need to have a PCR test before we can get into the South African borders. Hi guys, hi Aaron.
Hi.
How are you doing?
A bit confused right now.
Same here, everything has
Settled.
been moving very quickly. So now we are at the Holiday Inn in Port Louis. We've just checked in and we're going to take an antigen test. So yeah, it's hectic because we missed our flight. These things happen, unfortunately, you know, particularly during these COVID times. So we have to try and do our best to make sure that we take the PCR test beforehand. It's something that we didn't really think we were supposed to do. So you can see there, Erin is just taking a stroll on the other side there. So yeah, we are planning on doing a little bit of a story time because obviously our minds are still a bit confused. So as soon as that's done, we will let you guys know how that goes and do a story time of how we missed our flight and how we ended up at the Holiday Inn in Port Louis without a PCR test, and hopefully tomorrow we will be leaving for Johannesburg if all goes well. So we're currently at the Holiday Inn and we are going to get our PCR test done because we forgot to take the PCR test. Traveling is very expensive at the moment. You know, there's a lot of issues concerned with traveling at the moment. So yeah. We're here now at Holiday Inn, and yeah, I'm hoping to do a story time with you guys just to let you guys know exactly what happened. It is a long story, so stay tuned. Okay, so now we're on the way to take the PCR test. We're gonna go to a clinic somewhere around the area and get the PCR test done. Hopefully it all gets done within 24 hours, but we're going to try our best to push them to get it to 24 hours. Yeah, and I will do a bit of a footage shortly to let you guys know how everything went. Yeah, it should be quite a quick process.
Just a moment,
Okay.
the piece of the...
Oh, okay. We can look about it later.
Yeah, see me?
Yeah, we can look about it later. It's fine.
What do you need?
Oh,
Oh,
piece of the wheelchair.
oh, piece of wheelchair. Okay. Merci.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just going to go there now. Yeah, cool.
Yes, all kind of bank we have airport. MCB Bank, State Bank, Hong Kong Bank,
Absa.
ABSA, yeah.
Absa at the airport?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just have to go look for it, eh?
Yeah, you just ask. But if not, just withdraw. If there's none, just withdraw 8,000 rupees because we don't have thing to be transfer money to be looking for an Absa around town. So is this a village?
The village, yeah, we pass by village to go to the town. The people is a town there.
Oh, there's a town as well.
Yeah, you go to the town. Cross by the village. And then
So anyone can live there.
yeah, we have. And then the facilities, if you have married with a Mauritian like this, you have to get the paper, eh? And then you can live in Mauritius, yeah.
Oh.
Go, madam.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, no, it's on the phone. No more. Okay, so we're going to Absa. Yeah.
Oh, so it's sugar cane. So it takes, I mean, 6 months to grow.
Yeah, 6 months, 1 month.
For export.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's me again, and I'm basically coming back to you guys after a very long and hectic day of running around trying to get a PCR test, because we were told as we arrived at the airport on the day of our departure that we need to have a PCR test before we can get into the South African borders. So we had to run around today basically trying to get that done. It was a very, very long day. Spirits were high, you know, we hadn't even eaten breakfast. We still haven't eaten anything, but we've just arrived at the hotel. And we are about to do a little bit of a segment on the accessibility of the room. We were given a very beautiful room. If you guys can just look at the background here and look at the beautiful lights and everything, we've got a very beautiful room here. And so yeah, it was a long day. Hopefully we will freshen up and get something to eat and get some rest for a very early flight tomorrow. We are situated about 3 minutes away from the airport, which is really good considering the fact that our flight is going to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So it's not going to take a lot of effort on our part to get to the airport, as opposed to us, you know, driving all the way from, you know, Grand Bay, which is quite further out. It's actually an hour away from the airport. And that's what we had to do today to get to the airport. So word of advice for anyone who is traveling to Mauritius or to any other country, make sure you know what the laws of your country say about COVID testing before you arrive back into the country, because you will find yourself in a very precarious situation. We ended up with a great deal of trouble, and I'm hoping that me and my husband, he's still busy just freshening up, so I'm hoping that me and my husband can just make a little bit of a video for you guys so you guys can see exactly how everything factored out and the entire story, and how I had a panic attack and a breakdown, you know, midway through everything. But we made it, fortunately, and now it is time for us to rest. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the next part of this video, which is Erin showing everybody the accessibility and the accessible bathroom, which is something that I absolutely love. When I go to a hotel and I see a space that is very accessible for him and he's able to use it, you know, without much issues or problems or anything like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the next segment, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Hi, welcome again to Footprints and Wheels. Here we are at the Holiday Inn in Mauritius, and they've given us an inaccessible room. And as you all know, I'm a wheelchair user. Let me just stand like this so you can see my wheels. So the room that we had, it was not suitable for someone in a wheelchair. It was narrow, 2 beds, and normally me and my wife, we sleep on one bed, so we're not used to the separation.
That's true.
And
I
it was
agree.
not spacious.
Yes, it was not so there were two. The first thing I noticed when I walked in was the bathroom. And the bathroom basically had a ridge, right? Which meant that you weren't going to be able to get into the shower. And also the toilet itself was basically in a secluded corner where there was a wall-to-wall kind of enclosure, meaning that he won't be able to transfer from his wheelchair to the other chair. So the hotel was kind enough,
Not
and this
kind
is
enough.
not kind enough, but well, kind enough and also accommodating enough to offer us another bathroom, a very, very accessible bathroom, in my opinion.
And they also said they apologized.
Exactly. So as you can see here in this bathroom, we've got a very full-length mirror. So Aaron, if you can just come and show us how you look in a full-length mirror.
The mirror is it's the suitable size for someone with a disability who's always sit.
Yes.
Even the rails, they're also suitable. They've got also rails to support oneself if you want to get off your wheelchair onto the bar or onto the toilet seats. And this will also prevent you from falling. And normally some toilets don't have they've got a flashing system.
Yeah.
But with this one, you just push the button, yeah, and it flashes with minimal effort, and it's actually disabled friendly. Although in Europe, they now have ones with sensors where you just press and I just raise your hand and it flashes. Well, they still come into it.
Yeah, so it's got a sort of sensor system so that you can just put your hand across and then it will flash automatically.
I
right?
remember when I was in Switzerland, when I was passing by at the airport, they had one with the sensor. You could just put your hand, I think it was somewhere there, and then it flashes on its own.
Yes.
What I'm not comfortable with is this.
Yes.
The sink needs adjustments. A hanging sink would have done so that when I am brushing my teeth,
You can slot in.
I can slot in my
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
So that's room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's easy for one to open and close, hot, cold, thereabout.
Yeah.
And also, if you look at the toilet, where the toilet roll is situated, I would have preferred it here, because when you sit on a wheelchair, you don't want to be reaching out for your, struggling and trying to fall. You're trying to balance yourself and you're reaching out for a tissue. That's not good. This is also wheelchair friendly, although it's slightly narrow. You can just park your wheelchair here. Since most people on wheelchairs cannot, or quadriplegics cannot stand up, you put this on like that, which is very nice, and then you remove your wheelchair armrests, and then you just simply slide and you take your bath because you get
Let the water run down on you. Nice.
run down. And if you look at the taps, all you have to do is to push although it's a bit difficult for a quad because you have to turn it. But it says step 1, press security button, hot, cold, and you turn. And there is a shower. Although I would have preferred it here, so I can reach it. And the soap stand somewhere there.
But it seems that the shower is adjustable, from what I can see here. Isn't it that you can just crank it down all the way?
Yes, but if you want to reach for it, you need to, since you cannot turn or stand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I need something nearby.
Well, that's what I'm here for. So,
Yeah, well.
if you need me to remove it for you before
Yeah,
you take
she
a
does. My wife does a lot for me, but I feel sometimes.
I'm also seeing here that there are some. There's another shower here, which seems to fall down. So is it connected? Is it the same shower, or is this just a shower handle for you to sort of douse yourself, and this is the shower itself?
I don't know really. Maybe it's for someone who is able to stand, and normally that.
Yes, that's correct. So this would be for me, just to stand under here, and then this would be for Erin to hold on to and take a small shower there.
Yep, and they've got with some of those gadgets we need to read, like that one. We don't.
This is a retractable clothes line. Pull out line, slip knot into bracket on wall opposite. So I'm guessing it's just for you to dry your underwears and your clothes. You basically just pull out the line and you take it all the way to the end there, and then you can dry your laundry.
Although, if one is traveling alone without your partner, you need that maybe somewhere where you can reach while seated on a wheelchair.
Exactly. So it would need to be a little bit lower so that a person in a wheelchair can be able to pull it.
Yes. And we also have another rail with your hair enchilado, your conditioners, your shampoos. And,
these are the things for Justine. You know, she loves to smell very nice.
Yeah.
So
she does have expensive taste, so these might be substandard. You know, she normally buys expensive.
And I one thing I really love is the length of the mirror, so you can see yourself in your full length as you're busy brushing your teeth and all that kind of stuff. Usually bathroom mirrors are very elevated up there, so you're not able to see.
Yeah, and another thing is it's a very big improvement as compared to beachcombers. We didn't have those. Basically, they didn't allow you to remove them. They're all fixed onto what do you call it?
Yeah, but remember that beachcombers sort of, what is it called? It's yeah, that the resort is it's eco-friendly.
Okay.
So I understand why they don't want you to sort of carry extra waste out into the beach or anything like that, and that's why everything was bolted there.
And then this is for your saving.
Yep.
You can just plug there.
I presume that this is supposed to be for like your tissues and tissue paper and all
and
that.
That's your bin. Although it's very spacious, and unlike most toilets, even at home, disabled people tend to find it very difficult to actually bath and navigate and get into the shower, and it's very expensive to actually build a house like this. For someone with a disability, as you can see, it's twice or three times the size of a normal bathroom, and the gadgets that are in here are very pricey. Your rails, they cost a fortune. All those rails, even those toilet seats, and those who know toilets, they're very expensive. So my wife and I are planning to build a house, and it's expensive, trust me. So yeah, basically this is a bathroom. Wider doors, you don't have to scratch your doors because it's wide. It's just remarkable.
Would you? I'm sorry to interrupt, but would you say that this ramp over here is accessible for someone who's doing a manual? Maybe they're using a manual wheelchair and they're a quadriplegic, for example, would
Yeah,
you say
the-
that this would be accessible?
Yeah, the ramp is slightly up.
Yeah, so there's a slight ridge here.
If you are a who's a quadriplegic who can't push very well,
With limited hand function.
yeah, you might find it a little bit difficult. But maybe they raised the floor just so that water doesn't seep towards the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, so the door is also wide. Although glass, one needs to be careful. Maybe it's shattered. Explain a bit about this door.
Okay, so this door has what I call a peeping Tom hole. And you can basically just look through if you're expecting room service or you're expecting
It's for a wheelchair.
a visitor. And the wonderful thing or the wonderful benefit about it is that a wheelchair user, such as my husband, can just go and look through the hole. And yeah, so there's two different holes, one for a wheelchair user and one for an able-bodied person. Then here we've just got the lock and everything else in between. How you switch on the lights in this particular apartment is you have to put your access card in, and then you're able to switch on the lights and use other amenities.
So remember, we're at Holiday Inn Mauritius. We are at Holiday Inn Mauritius. Mauritius is a small, tiny little island in the Indian Ocean, after Madagascar and the Mozambican Channel, and very wealthy country. It's the wealthiest now per capita in terms of per capita income in Africa. So yeah, well, I won't say much about it. Maybe for another.
Yeah, the whole point of this video is just for us to show the viewers how accessible this particular room actually is. You can see how easy it is for my husband to maneuver around. Unfortunately, I wish we had shown you the previous room that was allocated to us so we could sort of do a comparison between the two. But you can see quite a spacious bed that we've got here. You know, very nice, very clean, very suitable, and a very nice and simple room. And here we've got the beautiful view of Mauritius from outside. If I can just open the windows for you guys so you can see. That's the beautiful view of Mauritius, and this is basically where we're at right now. We're in Port Louis, very beautiful place. So here we are at the Hilton Hotel. It's been a wonderful stay, irrespective of what happened, yesterday. We were held back because we didn't have our PCR test, but fortunately we managed to get everything sorted, and we did get our PCR test. Although we had to push the clinic quite a bit in order to get those PCR tests back.
Where does the island end?
Sorry?
What's behind those hills there? Hills? Yeah. The mountains. Is that where does the island end?
Oh, in the north, a place called Mongo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, at the end.
Oh.
Here we are in the south.
Okay.
So the peak is at Congo. This is the north.
Okay. Can you get there in one day?
Yeah. About 2 hours driving, or even less.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's a small island, so
Yeah.
you can do everywhere in just one day.
Yeah.
Voilà.
Guarda caçar, de pegar as zombies.
Ah,
De vez olha lá. Esse bicho é essa, esse bicho é
when you go for the checking at the counter,
Yes.
you can ask for the wheelchair service.
Okay.
Yes, there will be someone who will come with wheelchair.
Yes.
So, because yours you'll be sending for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
luggage.
Yes.
Yes, then you can call someone. Just tell them you need a wheelchair service.
Okay.
You'll call someone for that.
Okay.
So we're here. Finally. Seems a lot of people are leaving today. No? Yeah.
Got no parking at Easy.
Just leave a space for the wheelchair.
Yeah, sure.
Preferably near a ramp.